This is Bob Barr bringing you another edition of Liberty Guard's Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. First, of course, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow Liberty Guard on social media. So our Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe law this week is law number 60, which dictates that no matter how badly it has messed up, government never admits it erred. And with the ongoing fiasco in Afghanistan, it's very, very clear that this law, no matter how badly it is messed up, government never admits it erred, remains very accurate and current in terms of how the Biden administration is handling itself overall, but in particular with regard to the fiasco, the catastrophe that has been the exit from Afghanistan. This law is very much accurate and right on point. So, for example, as we've seen with the Biden administration's public statements, not only by the president, but by the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, as well as the military leadership, the current military leadership, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, and the Joint Chiefs of Staff head, General Mark Milley. In every instance in which these individuals and other spokespeople for this administration have been discussing the catastrophe that they orchestrated in the exit from Afghanistan, they never admit that they made a mistake. They either blame circumstances beyond their control, they blame not having enough money, they blame the Trump administration for decisions that it made before the Biden administration took over. Anything but to admit that what they've been doing and the decision that they have made have been wrong. Just one quick example of this. As the catastrophe was unfolding in Afghanistan, the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Mark Milley, gave a press conference, maybe the only one they've given since then. But Mark Milley, the four-star general, was asked why the military allowed the Bagram Air Base, airfield, which is just a short distance north of Kabul and its international airport with one workable runway, why Bagram Airfield, which was a securely held American-controlled airbase, why the administration and our military leaders closed it down prematurely so that when the exit then was actually unfolding, the only airfield, the only airstrip, the only airport that was usable and which was not totally secure, as we have found out, was the Kabul International Airport. So rather than Mark Milley step forward as a military leader should do and say, we made a tactical blunder, we should not have closed Bagram, or if in fact the president insisted on closing it, why Mark Milley did not say the president insisted on this, we advised him strongly otherwise, therefore I've resigned because the president is listening to me. No, Mark Milley did what unfortunately so many in government do. He followed Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe and did not admit error. In that particular case, the general bumbled around and said, well, we just didn't have the resources. We couldn't protect the American embassy in Kabul and secure Bagram Airfield, which had been secured at the same time. So no matter how badly it is messed up, government never admits error. And that is precisely a major part of the problem both with regard to the situation in Afghanistan and moving forward. If the government will not admit when it makes a mistake, then it becomes impossible to correct those mistakes because they were not viewed as mistakes in the first place, and things just snowball and keep getting worse and worse. Well, that's Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, law number 60, which concludes our program for today. But please be with us next time for another edition of Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. Thanks for being with us. This is Bob Barr, and I'd like to thank you for having checked out our program here today. We appreciate your support, your participation, and encourage you to go to libertyguard.org to learn more about our programs and also to help support to further individual freedom and fight against government abuse. One of the ways, but not the only way we do this, is through Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, but through many, many other programs in support of individual liberty and against government abuse. So please remember to join us. Go to libertyguard.org and join us once again for Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. Thank you.